Artbox. My name is Deborah, and this is March's vlog. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, I usually talk about personal things that I do throughout the time, stuff about sticker shop, anything art related I might talk about, or things that I do on the day-to-day. That's for the vlogs. The tutorials are more like based on art related projects, including drawing, sewing, maybe down the line designing, because graphic design is my main career. So drawing is sort of like a separate thing, but Fantomu Artbox is basically built to talk about anything that has to do with art. So without further ado, there's some things that I want to talk about in terms of the shop. So I'll just start off with the shop right off the bat, because I think in every vlog I always start off with the shop. So first off, there's a giveaway going on right now. It was probably instigated at the beginning of March, simply to see how many people were engaging in terms of social media, and also I've never run a giveaway before, so running one now. Just wanted to see how that was done and what are the mechanics behind it in terms of Instagram. And so yes, the giveaway is basically 2 winners for the sticker Ghibli Jar series. So there's 2 packages of the Ghibli Jar stickers in its entirety. I think there are 7 Ghibli Jar stickers in total that I did. But those are being given away to 2 winners, and the draw happens tomorrow. So if you haven't entered yet, make sure that you put in your bid, and that's with a like, a follow, and a tag on the thing. So if you guys have done giveaways before, which I'm sure you have, this is how you enter. So my Instagram is at Fantomu Artbox, and you can see the link down below. And so far the giveaway's been going good, and a lot of people have entered, so you guys, thanks. Also, part of the reason I did the giveaway was because I was nearing the 1,000 mark, and I just wanted to do something special, just because when I started this project initially, the shop in itself, in its entirety, the Etsy shop, it was more to practice marketing, social media, content creation, video editing, designing, and also practice my drawing. And that's what it was meant for. It wasn't really meant to become a small business or a side hustle, as people call it, but it was meant for me at the time because of what was happening with the pandemic and the tough times that were happening during that time, like with gender bias and racism and things of that kind, which are still going on now, even though, human memory is very short and we always gloss over things. And even worse things are happening now in the world, and it's horrible to see. But that's a different topic altogether. This was more for my mental health, this project. It was 1, for my mental health, and 2, to sort of practice my skill sets when things weren't going so well at the job that I was at. So I wanted to continue practicing my skill sets. And I also wanted to create something that would make other people happy using my skill set, whatever skill set I had, which is basically drawing and art. And art is one of the only skill sets that I excel okay at. So I figured, what better way to practice and to make other people happy than sell stickers or little things that make people happy here and there. So the fact that it ended up with 1,000 sales, the fact that it even got to where it is now, it's all thanks to you guys. And, I'm thankful for that. I'm very, very thankful for that. So thank you. 1,000 sales, yay! In terms of new sticker additions, I ended up drawing red pandas. I don't know why. Sometimes, like, when I draw stuff, it's really random. Like, my brain works in very random ways. It thinks about things, and then all of a sudden an idea will pop into my head, and then I have to get it down on the iPad or whatever I'm using to draw with. So the other day I was looking at red pandas, and they were doing this. So, sorry, my phone is in my hand, but they were doing this. And, I thought that was hilarious. And I thought, I'm going to draw a red panda that's doing that. And then funny enough, I didn't know that the movie Red Panda or turning red was coming out. So I don't know if that was a premeditated thing or what, but I ended up drawing the red pandas. Then the movie came out, then the stickers did fairly well because I guess that movie came out and now everyone likes red pandas for a little while. There's that one, and there's the Ghibli bathhouse, which I was going to turn into a pin. Now, here's a weird part about people and pins, enamel pins. Oftentimes with artists, you'll find that they will never share their suppliers. They won't tell you where they got their stuff done. I think this is kind of not, like, I don't find that to be conducive to productivity for other artists or supporting other artists. Like, if someone asked me where I got my stuff made, I'd probably tell them, just because I don't view, like, I think other artists view it as competition, and they view it as, you know, oh, if they're going to use my supplier, the supplier prices are going up, right? But if you don't have enough confidence in your artwork to, you know, share information with other people, that in itself is a problem. I feel like you should be supporting other artists. You shouldn't be discouraging them by not telling them where you got things done. So I did ask, and I'm not going to name names, I did ask some artists about like where they got their enamel pins done in terms of manufacture, and they weren't really willing to share that information. I can tell you where I get my stuff done. I get it done at Sticker Mule, which, you know, for cost-wise is pretty good. And that's for like the keychains and things like that, because I don't have a problem with competition. I think it's healthy. I think having more creative work and pushing more creative work out there and sharing manufacturers, sharing the knowledge that you know is helpful for the art community, for people who are learning, for people who are just starting out, and also for people who may or may not know the things that you know and they've been in the industry for a very long time. You know, that's how you learn. So if you're keeping that information to yourself, you know, you're not helping anybody, you're just helping yourself. So that's how I feel about that, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. But again, I don't do this for a living. I don't go to conventions all the time for a living. I will go there once in a while, and this project was, again, a side project. It was never really meant to be a side hustle or a small business, and it kind of turned into that. So I'm, again, thankful that that is happening, and I will continue to create content so long as people want the content. So, you know, in that way, it's good. I did not go to Toronto Comicon this time. It's run by the same people who ran Fan Expo. The only problem I have with this is that there's no competition for them. So Fan Expo, Toronto Comicon, and all of that, they're all under the same company that basically hosts these conventions. I will say this, Toronto Comicon was more organized than Fan Expo, I think, just because they had even online forums. So I remember in like a Fan Expo video, I was saying how you had to mail in a check and it was so old school and whatever. Well, they upgraded their system to have a online form and you pay direct, which they should have done years ago. So if they continue to improve certain aspects of that, maybe I'll go back to the show, but we'll see. There are some vendors that I made friends with that went to the show, and so I ended up getting my sister, because she works press, to go and get me the items that I wanted. Because at the weekend that it was happening, I already had something else booked. I went to Springfest at the Markham Fairgrounds, which is also pretty fun. But that was for March break, because of my niece and nephew are off for March break, so I wanted to spend some time with them, and my brother invited me to go, so I said sure. And then at the same time too, like taking the time off work to have to go to conventions is really like, it can be difficult. Especially when, you know, you want to work your full-time job, but you also want to go to the convention. So you kind of want to do both, but you can't be in two places at once unless you get your family members or whatever to go. But most of my family members work full-time. So I apologize if I'm talking too fast. So without further ado, for Toronto Comicon, my sister got me a bag from Carmico, and I met her at the last convention before open, and I kicked myself because I love her artwork. Her artwork is beautiful. But she also does clothing and hats and accessories and things like that. And I really, really wanted the bag. But at the time, I don't know, I just didn't buy it. So, I was kicking myself. So my sister's like, she said she was going again this year, and I had my sister pick up the bag. So this is the bag, the star bag that I picked up, this thing. That doubles as a backpack / crossbody. I'm giving her a little bit of love because I love the bag. It's beautiful. And yeah, I got my sister to buy this when she was there, and she works press, so she got there early. Then the next day, I'm like, okay, well, my other friend or person that I met there who works the booth for bath bombs, I used her bath bomb the other day, and it was fantastic. So I'm like, and it was a Mario star, which had a coin in the middle. So I ended up buying her Harry Potter bath bomb and her Pokemon bath bomb. So these are the two that I bought. This is Cynthia's bath bombs, and yeah, so I didn't go to Toronto Comicon, but I bought stuff to support some of the artists at Toronto Comicon. I think last time I was there, I bought some pins and stickers and stuff from Tokyo Shoujo and Toaster Kiwi on Instagram. So Toronto Comic Con was, I didn't get to go, but, I was there in spirit. I hope you guys did well, all the artists and stuff that went. On the other side of things in terms of artwork, I was doing what they call DTIYS's, which are draw this in your own style on Instagram. So I've been doing that for the past couple weeks. Not because I didn't want to draw stickers, more because I just wanted to practice drawing as a whole and not have to worry about it. Not have to worry about coming up with my own character, not have to worry about like coloring and stuff. This is someone else's original character, and you're just redrawing it in your own style. And when I did do them, yeah, they have a contest attached to it. I don't really need the prize, nor do I think I'm going to win. If I do, I'll probably donate I might donate it to the artists of Ukraine, because we did donate one tablet to a Ukraine foundation. So it's basically artists that are in Ukraine right now who had to flee their homes, so they had to leave their belongings, but they still have a job because they work remotely in terms of drawing and whatnot. They need equipment, and we donated our Cintiq to them, and they communicate to you with another artist who needs it, and then you mail it to them. So that's what we did with our old Cintiq. So if I end up winning, I'll probably just do the same thing and donate it to an artist who needs it, as opposed to keeping it for myself. But I don't think I'm going to win anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Again, this is more for practice. And you'll find with me, everything is practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, the better you get, the more you learn. And I highly, highly recommend never getting discouraged, even when things like artist block happen and you don't know what to draw. If you don't know what to draw, DTIYs are great for that, because you could just take somebody else's character and redraw it in their style when they ask you to, and they give you permission to do so. So there was that, and I did do a piece on what's happening with the Ukraine. I don't really want to touch base on that, just because there's a lot of bad things going on. I keep saying in every vlog, things will get better, and then they just end up getting worse and worse and worse. So, you just want things to be better, and hopefully later on down the line it will be, and I should probably just stop saying that altogether. So other things you'll see in the vlog, and I'll probably include it, is this thing called Petite Workshop, which is making little figures out of, I think it's clay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's, what do you call it? The clay that you bake. I'm not sure if it's that. I don't think it's that. I think it's like a clay that hardens over time. But you make these little jar figures and I made two Totoro ones because obviously I love Ghibli, and my husband did the Shiba Inu. The only issue with this is that they're so tiny. My husband's hands are huge. He was like having a nerve-wracking time of it because his hands are so big and the piece was so tiny. But he ended up doing a really good job. If you are in Markham, if you are in Toronto, highly recommend doing it. If you have kids, even if you're like artistic and you feel like doing something totally different than drawing, just want to like maybe do sculpting or something, I highly recommend going at least one time, because it is funny to make like small little miniatures and mold it with your hands. So there was that. I did that. I also went outside for a bit. Obviously, I always go to trails and things like that. If you see my previous vlogs, I always go somewhere on the weekend to go hiking, get out in nature. It not only helps with mental health, but it helps with artwork as well, because it inspires you to want to draw other things. Sometimes you get ideas when you're walking. So me and my sister went to Lind Conservation. If you guys are in, I think it is in Newmarket, I want to say. I'm not sure, but you can look it up. It's in Toronto somewhere. And you basically, you could feed chickadees. So you bring like seeds for birds and you can feed them. So they eat it right out of the palm of your hand, which is pretty awesome, I think. But yeah, it was a really wild experience, because you're standing there and you just have your hand out and you're waiting for these birds to come to you, and they may or may not. I mean, after a while, at a certain time, like a lot of them were coming, but in the beginning my hand was getting so tired from just holding it up the entire time, being like, when are you guys going to take my food? There's a buffet here, So there's that as well. And obviously Springfest happened as well. So all these things will be in the vlog. Again, make sure that you sign up for the giveaway if you haven't. This is the last day. And that's it. That's pretty much all I've done for March. And I am very thankful again for the 1,000 sales, surpassing that mark. Future of the shop, not sure. I'm not sure whether or not I will be doing my own website and then hooking like Google Analytics and things like that up to it and doing all those things. That was technically the next step if I was continuing, and I'm not sure. So we'll see. For now, the Etsy shop will always be up until people don't really want to buy it anymore. But, I am thankful that people like the artwork that I'm doing, and that it is all the hard work that I put in is being returned in a nice way. And I really love hearing reviews about where you guys are putting your stickers, what you're doing with them, and how long they last, just so that I know where to improve. And I'm very glad that, everyone's happy. Well, most people are happy with it. So yeah, make sure you like and subscribe if you do like the content on this channel. I will be doing more Draw With Me tutorials, but I think the next one will probably be a Design With Me tutorial, because I haven't done one of those in a while, and I'm not sure if it'll be Photoshop or InDesign. Illustrator, there is one. I'll leave that one up top. But InDesign, I think, might be the next one. Just the basics of what tools to use in InDesign doing a project, so you can follow along with that whenever that one gets posted. All right, guys, I'll see ya. Enjoy the vlog.
What?
Hi, Nick.
Hello?
Where are we?
I don't remember.
We are at the Petite Workshop in Markham.
Yes. That's the
And
one.
Nick is making his little terrariums. The Shiba Inu terrarium. And I am doing a Totoro one. I might do the second one too, if I feel like it. He's having a hard time because he's got big hands.
Oh, no.
I'm dressing my cork for the first Totoro, and there's my Totoro, and these are all the dressings that I have to choose from, so I'm gonna get to choosing. don't think any of us should be doctors. Except him. Maybe him. But us? No. It's like rolling around. Just here, right? Oh my god. No!
Yeah, just make sure it covers it to make it like, you know, the illusion that it's holding.
Oh.
Oh, are they like holding hands?
No, he's holding the sack. That's good, right? He's holding. He's doing. Where's the other one? This one.
Yeah.
He's doing this.
Oh, that's cute.
And we want to glue the hand to the body.
Oh no! Oh, did I glue it on the wrong side?
No, I think because the top is the pointy part.
So do I put it?
I would probably switch it up.
Oh, the other way. This way.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. Glue his hand on. Which conservation is this one?
Lynn.
Lynn. With all the birds. Pretty. Apparently you can feed some of them here, but they're attacking each other for food, so